And then Sarah, keep your eye on the room for Zoom bombers. And then Ron, I'm going to ask you if you would read everything and tell everybody what this meeting is all about.
All right. My name is Ron. I'm an alcoholic. Welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. If you're new to AA or coming back, this is the meeting for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 6 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, and give reading and writing assignments. We will teach you an AA program. We move right along here and people get well here. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it is not a speaker's meeting nor a discussion meeting. It is more like AA class, AA 101, AA University. You want to have the attitude of learning and do the assigned reading and writing on the steps. We will take you through the steps in AA books in short order. If you are looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this is the meeting for you. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop on Zoom is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles that AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We are glad you could make it. Here's the newcomers packet that'll be posted in chat for those new to AA. It has pamphlets and information about Alcoholics Anonymous, and that link will be posted in chat. Security for Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. We have cameras and chat turned off. You can only chat with the co-host. We do all the above for safety reasons. Zoom bombers try to get in, and this eliminates them. We don't allow group sharing in chat or exchange of phone numbers. This is an AA step class. Since everyone is new here, we want to protect you. If you need meeting confirmation, the email for meeting confirmation will be posted in chat. It's stepworkshop1@gmail.com. This is good for class, work, probation, court, school, etc. Announcements. Seventh tradition contributions can be made to Jann Scott and Venmo, or Jan Scott and Venmo, or Cash App Jack Fox 111999. International donations, you can use PayPal, and that's janscottlive@gmail.com, 720-646-6131. Those contributions go to pay for Zoom, Boulder 1AA, Boulder County AA, OIO AA Intergroup, and Father Terry's work. We offer free books to those in need. We spend about $350 a month, and suggested donations are $1 to $2 per meeting, or the price of a 12-pack of Bud per month, which is about $18.99. This group meets daily with the following formats. Monday, we read from the 12 and 12, and it's a step study. Tuesday, we read from the Big Book. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, and it's Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, we read Came to Believe, and it's Dog Thursday. Friday is Cat Friday. The host selects the topic. Saturday, we read from Living Sober, and Sunday from Daily Reflections. This is the Alcoholics Anonymous preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is the desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and to help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. If you are new to this meeting, please come for 5 days and see how you like it, and then we'll put you to work. This meeting is being recorded with audio only, and that's for our podcast on the YouTube channel. No video pictures or names are shown. No one will know that you are here. Our podcast is YouTube channel, Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop AA Meeting. And that link will also be posted in chat. And finally, please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking, and thank you for being here. And now back to you, Jann, in the studio.
Trying to get up a new image here. This is Dog Thursday. Let's see. There he is. There's my dog picture for today. How's that look? Can you where? I'm okay. Just can you sit there? There they are. Those are good boys. They're on the back porch. Good. This is Dog Thursday. So this is the day when people bring their dogs to this meeting. And you know why that is? Because you go to AA meetings a lot and you'll see dogs running around and everything. Or somebody will have a problem with their dog and they'll say, well, I had to take my dog to the vet and like blah, 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 blah. Or worse than that are people that come to people that come to meetings. You ever go to an AA meeting and then somebody starts complaining about their cat? When we have Cat Friday, which is the day you can come, Rebecca, you can complain about your cat all you want. And today's Dog Thursday, complain about your dog. Because you go to an AA meeting and you ever go, well, my cat, blah, blah, blah. Or let me tell you about my poor, pathetic life. Blah. So if you have a dog, bring it there. There we go. See, Chaz has her dog there. And this meeting started in March of 2020, Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. And we based it on the early meetings between 1932 and 1939, when AA got together and they created this 12-step process, how to quit drinking, how to live your life without drinking. And that's what AA is. But when you go to AA meetings today, nobody ever talks about it. They just go in and have group therapy and nobody gets sober, everybody dies. So in the 1930s, Alcoholics Anonymous had a 80 to 100% success rate through this 12-step process, how to live your life without drinking. But today, when you go to meetings and people talk about their cats, they have a 10% success rate. Why the big fall off? Because they just stopped doing the 12-step process. Why do they stop doing the 12-step process? Because alcoholics are basically stupid. We come to AA meetings, Jeff, and we're rum dumb. We have no idea. You know, today they call it mental illness. Back in the day, they said he's rum dumb or brain damaged, whatever the hell we are. But this 12-step process actually works pretty well. It's like you go step 1 through 12. We take you through them in about a month, month and a half, and voila, you're fixed. And you quit drinking for the rest of your life. And that's what we do here. As you can tell, this is a very serious meeting. Okay, well, at least this part isn't, but it's going to get serious pretty soon. We bring out the whip. Oh, today is Thursday. We also read from, what the hell do we read from, Ron?
Came to believe.
Came to Believe, yeah, the God book. And we read 6 different books here. And where did we leave off? Thanks, Preston. Where did we leave off last?
Page 46, the belief will come.
Okay, that's what we're reading today.
Yeah.
All right. So who has the book? You have the book there. Raise your hand and let's start reading. Everybody can read a story. Okay. And go from there. Go ahead, Chaz. You're up, girl. And then we go to Jeff. Came to Believe.
Hi everyone, Chaz, Grateful Alcoholic, page 46, the belief will come. In the beginning, I rejected any part of the AA program that referred to God in any manner. I even remained silent when they closed the meeting with the Lord's Prayer. I didn't know the words anyway. Looking back, I don't think I was agnostic, nor do I think I was an atheist. But I do know this, I couldn't accept any of the God bit, nor did I want to come to believe or have any spiritual awakening. After all, I had come to AA to get sober. And what did all this what did all this have to do with that? Even with all my stupid arrogance, you still love me. Held out your hand of friendship, and I'm sure used cautious wisdom in trying to reach me with the program. But I could hear only what I wanted to hear. I remained dry for a number of years, and then, as you may already have guessed, I drank again. It was inevitable. I had accepted only those parts of the program that fitted into my life without effort on my part. I was still the self-centered egotist I had always been, still full of all my own old hatreds, selfishness, and disbelief, just as lacking in maturity as I had been when I arrived in AA.
Hey, stop right there for a second. So I'm on a different, I have on page 46, it's 19 being grateful. What's the story here, Preston? I have no idea where she's reading from. Preston, talk to me.
That's the correct story.
Being grateful?
The belief will come.
Yeah,
And is it nice?
page
Page
46.
46, came to believe.
Oh, you're
My
in
God.
Living Sober, Jan.
Shut up. Go ahead. Keep over to you, Jeff. Now the damn books look the same.
Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida. Thank you for the opportunity. Page 47, the spiritual awakening and came to believe. Um, the first time this time when I came to the hospital, I had absolutely no hope. After all, you had told me that AA was the last hope for the alcoholic, and I had failed. There was nothing else. At this very point, my sister chose to send me a clipping from a Sunday school paper. No letter, just a clipping, in parentheses or in italics. Pray with disbelief, but pray with sincerity, and the belief will come. End of quotations. Pray? How could I pray? I didn't know how to pray. Still, I was ready to go to any lengths to get my sobriety and some semblance of a normal life. I guess I just gave up. I stopped fighting. I accepted that which I did not really believe, much less understand. I started praying. Not in any formal way. I just talked to God, or rather cried out, Dear God, please help me. I'm a drunk. I had nowhere left to turn except to God, to this God I did not know. I don't recall any immediate dramatic change in my life. I do recall telling my wife how hopeless it all seemed. At her suggestion, I began rereading the Big Book and the 12 Steps, and now I found in these much that I had never found before. I didn't reject any of it. I accepted it just as it was written, nor did I read anything into it that wasn't there. Again, nothing changed overnight, but as time passed, I have acquired a blind and, yes, childlike faith that by accepting God I don't understand and the program of AA just as it is written, I can maintain my sobriety one day at a time. If I am to have more of this, it will come as time goes by, just as other good things have come. I no longer find it necessary, as I did for years, to prove my disbelief in God by my every thought and deed. Nor do I find it necessary to prove myself to others. No, the only accounting and only proving I have to do is to myself and to God as I understand Him or don't understand Him. I'm sure that I shall err from time to time, but I must learn to forgive myself as God has forgiven me for my past. Thank you for letting me read. Okay.
So what's the next story here?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more paragraph. If you want me to finish it, I will. I didn't mean to cut it short. Jeff Alcoholic, page 48, last paragraph. I think I have had a spiritual awakening as undramatic as it may have begun, and that it will go on and on for as long as I continue to practice this program in all my daily affairs. To me, there is no spiritual side to the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. The entire program is spiritual. In my view, some of the evidences of a spiritual awakening are maturity, an end to habitual hatred, the ability to love and to be loved in return, the ability to believe, even without understanding, that somebody lets the sun rise in the morning and set at night, makes the leaves come out in the spring and drop off in the fall, and gives the birds song. Why not let this something be God? Thank you for letting me read that.
Anyway, hey, welcome everybody. Thanks, Jeff and Chaz, for reading. We read that book every single Thursday during the day. So, and we've been spending quite a bit of time this week in the class talking about God. We did the 11th step on and the 12th step in the 12 by 12, and then we also did the 12th step in the AA Big Book. So from like Easter and what's the other one? Palm Sunday forward, we spent more time talking about higher power and having this kind of connection with the higher power that comes in and heals us. And that was the big the big reveal to people, uh, which was God is not just here, Rebecca. I'm going to make you a co-host so you keep track of that. God is not just a theory or an idea. What did we read yesterday in the big book? Who remembers? What was it called? You remember, Ron, what we read yesterday in the book? Do you remember, Preston?
What we read from the 12 and 12.
No, yesterday we read from the big book, and what was it? Do you remember what it was?
Thought it was step
It's
12.
it said God is not a theory.
Oh,
We read, how soon you forget.
God
uh,
is everything or else he's nothing, that part.
yeah, so but what is that chapter?
That's I got it right here. I think it's page 50.
No, it's not page 50 anything. Does anybody remember what we read?
Hold on, I
Is it
got
just me?
I got it.
Who was here?
It's
May,
page 53.
no, it's not. We read page 567, Spiritual Experience,
Okay. Huh.
by that guy Herbert Spencer wrote it, and he referred to um, William James, where he talks about his sort of intellectual approach to God. And what I said yesterday, um, no, the hardcover is not different than the AA book. Soft cover and hardcover are exactly the same. Just make sure they're published by AA, Lori. What I said was that early on, they had huge spiritual experiences, that they felt the Holy Spirit come into them and heal them. And then later, they started to water it down by saying you can have as the spiritual experience of the educational variety. And I basically am saying, well, that's actually bullshit, because the first 100 members, they really got God and they developed a personal relationship with God, and God came into their life and healed them and stayed healed. That's why they had an 80% to 100% success rate. It's also why AA success rate dropped off. So in this meeting, what we say is that everybody here can have a major spiritual experience. And if we follow these divine precepts on page 60 through 63 and 84 through 88, Bill Wilson and the first 100 members lead you right into this this spiritual experience where God comes into your body, starts to flow through you, and you are changed. So that's what we're going for here. And that's the healing power of Alcoholics Anonymous. To water it down is dangerous for the alcoholic because most people die from alcoholism, right? So that's where we ended up yesterday in our discussion. And then we went around the room and everybody talked about their their relationship with God as it's come about from working in this workshop through steps 3 and 11 and asking God to come into their life and start to heal them. Okay. The idea is we want to be able to stay sober for the rest of our lives, not go back out drinking, and then try to have normal lives. We try to move on into some kind of normal existence. So, I mean, it's interesting because the book they talk all about you got to have a spiritual experience, and then they back out of it and say, well, you could have one of the educational variety, to which I say, no, don't back up on this. So you might wonder, where am I today? You're in AA 2+0, 2.0, or 3.0. We've gone beyond 1938, 1932. We have gone beyond the Joe and Charlie talks. We've gone beyond Clancy, all of that. It's like, forget about it. That stuff's a waste of time. What we really need to do here for you is get you through the 12 steps in about a month and a half. We'll give you reading assignments, writing assignments. We'll take you through the whole 12 steps and get you fixed up. So a couple things here. One thing we could do is we could start for those of you guys who are new, we'll start the sober up room. And I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to have Sarah lead the sober up room with Jason. Jason, turn your camera on. Or either there you are. Hey Jason, I'm going to make you a co-host. So I'm going to have you go with Sarah in the sober up room. And the sober up room is where you new guys go, and then they're going to explain to you how this meeting works. So okay, so if you would move Preston, Jason, and Sarah into the sober up room, and then all right, you kids. So Dylan, we're gonna send you into the sober up room. You have to accept, okay? Who else? Jeanette, we're gonna send you into the sober up room. You have to accept. Go ahead in there. Lori, you're on step 1, right? Put step 1 in front of Lori's name. She's not going in there. Wendy, Oklahoma City, we're going to send you into the sober up room with Jason and okay, hey Wendy, you want to go? We'll send Wendy into the sober up room too. Okay, good. Let me see here. Two what? Hey, Rosa, how long have you been sober? And where you're in
Florida,
Wait.
6 days.
6 days in Florida? Okay, so change her name and then move her into the sober up room too. Where I just saw somebody else here. Okay. Katie and Savannah, we're going to move you into the sober up room.
Sean in Long Beach.
Just a second. Wait a minute. Where is he? I don't see him.
He's there.
Oh, there he is. Oh, 1 day. Hey, Sean, you want to go into the sober up room with those guys? Say yes. Okay, he's gone. There you go. Perfect. All right. So now, oh, Eric, you're in sober living. We're going to send you into the sober up room too, okay? So send Eric over into the sober up room. All right, perfect. All right, so just change. Donald, 3 weeks. You want to go into the sober up room with Jason and Sarah? We'll send you over there too. How's that? All right. So send Donald over there. Perfect. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And send Eric over. Eric, you have to accept. Where is he gone? He's gone, I guess, huh? He's just not moved in there yet.
Looks like he's frozen.
Okay, he's over there somehow. Okay, so now step one, we have Scar and Lori, right? You're both on the first part of step one. And who else is on step one? So hey, Lori and Scar, question for you. Didn't we have like 5 people on step one yesterday? Where'd they go? They never
Yeah,
made it back.
I believe we did 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
definitely. And then what did they do? Did they go to the bar?
I don't know.
They went to the goddamn bar. That's what they did. For oh, so let's start with Lori. Hey, Lori, how's your writing going on step one? So, and put that up, what step one is, please, Preston. Okay.
I think it's going pretty well. I'm kind of in the midst of like navigating. Am I writing too much? Am I telling like writing a whole story here? I know you're supposed to keep it brief. But I've done a couple days worth since last night. I did a couple after the meeting and then a few this afternoon.
So then how many incidents did you come up with?
So far, like 4, but that's literally just like the last, 2 weeks of my
Okay.
life.
Yeah, so just so everybody knows, the instructions are first half of the step one is start with the last time you drank, work your way backwards, the date, what you drank, who you were with, what happened, and what the consequences were. You work your way all the way back to the first time you drank. So, and try not to write more than half an hour, 25 words or less. So that's good. You wrote 4. So keep writing. You know, the whole purpose of this exercise on step one is a big reminder for you that this is what I'm like when I pick up a drink. This is what happens to me when I start drinking. I
Yeah.
just don't go out and have a gin and tonic on a nice patio at a restaurant in Miami.
Oh,
I mean,
when I get to the days of when my teenage stepkids lived with us, that'll be a doozy.
yeah, yeah. Okay, and where did Scar go? There you are. Scar, how's it going? So Scar, how's your writing going?
As for alcoholic, it's going pretty well. I think I'm about 6 months of history in.
And how many incidents did you come up with?
35.
35? You're on a
Yeah,
roll. So, and
I
what
am.
are they like? 20, 25 words or less?
They are. I'm a very direct person anyway, so it's just brief and to the point. And
Great.
what
Okay.
I've noticed is I can start to see a pattern of how I give myself permission to drink. I like do a test drink the day or two before I have a blackout episode because I give myself the false illusion that I can control it.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It is. And I never
Yeah.
really realized it until I started writing it and then I could see the pattern.
Yeah, I used to go, if I could just have just two gin and tonics, it's Friday afternoon, go down to the Boulder Mall, all those bars are open, and I could just have 2. But I want them to be, can you make them doubles though? And
Oh, always.
bring them at the same time.
Right. That's
And
pretty
then,
much it.
okay. So that counts as 1 drink.
Right.
Then I'll have another set.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Lori, what?
Okay, so I still think I'm trying to digest this, how we're supposed to do this. So we're just supposed to be recording like specific incidents, not literally every single day. Like, because I'm like, obviously I won't remember that. So just the things that really stand out. I know you said yesterday that.
No, here's how it goes. Okay. Everybody's a little different. So just because Scar got 35 and you got 4 doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's just the way that you write. Everybody's a little different. Okay. So the important thing geez, this is what happens to me when I pick up a drink. So we'll usually start with, like an example for me. Here's an example. Okay. I was with, it was in the summer. That's when it was. You're gonna let Missy in? It was in the summer, and my friend Steve came over. Uh, that's who I was with. What we drank was Tanqueray. It's a mixture of vodka and orange juice. What happened? We were on our way to a beach club, and Steve was driving, and he drove through a sobriety checkpoint. We got pulled over, and he got a DUI, and we both had to go to the police station. And then what the consequences were, we were only 17, so our parents had to come and get us out, and I got in a lot of trouble, and so did he. So that would be an incident. How's that?
Okay, that makes way more sense to me because I'm like, well, one, I don't remember everything because I'm drunk, but I can definitely remember the incidents.
Well, listen, I mean, did I explain to you the other day how memory
Yeah,
works?
and then the subconscious will come out, or it'll bring out more.
Yeah. So just write the ones that you remember, and the other ones will pop up. But don't compare yourself to, say, somebody else's writing, because it's just like it just doesn't work out well.
Okay.
You're good. You're good the way you are.
Okay.
And so is she. All right. So Harry Berto, let's see. How many days sober are you now, Harry Berto? You're in Los Angeles, huh?
257.
257. So tell
Yeah.
everybody what happened to you with your drinking. Why did you start coming to AA?
Yeah, I've been drinking since I was in high school, and usually at high school parties with my friends. But even then, now that I think about it, I noticed that I wouldn't control it because every time we would drink, they wanted to get out drunk. So I would go back and forth from that to marijuana and stuff like that, and then I stopped. But when I really started drinking heavy, I was uh about 22 when I moved into my dad's house in Watts. Um, I had a lot of problems. I went through a lot of problems. I almost got killed by a gang I used to hang out with over dope. And they were like really close friends of mine. I got fired from work, which had a lot of coincidence to do with the dope dealing, because they tried to screw me over for the dope and try to get me killed. And then my girlfriend broke up with me. She left me. My dog died, and my best friend died. I had problems on the street, problems with my family. I ended up getting kicked out of my house, so I went to go live with my dad. And then my dad being old school, I started getting into arguments with him. So I started selling drugs again and getting drunk again. And it just got really bad. I was getting into street fights, and a couple times I shot at people, and I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. And I kept the pattern going until I eventually went back to school, to trade school, and I graduated to be a electrician. And then I went back to work, and I did that, but I kept drinking, and then they laid me off a couple months after that. So I had nothing to do, so I would just drink throughout the day, and it's my fault too because I just kept drinking. I didn't care until I started getting sick from alcohol. And the sicker I got, the more I had to drink just to feel better. And then it came to the point where the last week, I remember I would get up like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would already be shaking and sweating. And just to feel better, I would take a shot and chase it down with a beer and smoke a cigarette, and then to keep the pattern going. All by like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already drunk. And then, sure enough, one day I woke up and it's 5 o'clock and I'm already drunk, and my mom's crying. And she's telling me in Spanish, stop drinking, if not, you're gonna die. And sure enough, I stopped drinking that day. I didn't go buy any more beer or anything. So I didn't even eat, and I just laid in my bed, but I started sweating and I started detoxing like by myself in my room. And come like 7 o'clock at night, I started shaking and stuff. And so I called my brother. I was barely able to do that because I couldn't even hold the phone because I was all shaky. And he came over and I told him what was going on. And he knew about my drinking, so he took me to the emergency room. And oh man, if he would have never taken me, I probably would have died. I started shaking really bad, and they injected me 4 times with I don't know what, just to calm me down. And my heart rate was up and blood pressure and everything. And they told me I had a liver damage because of my drinking. And yeah, I came close to dying in front of my brother that day in the hospital. And I got out of the hospital. I was there a few days, and went to the clinic that I go to, and my counselor told me, "Hey, look for a meeting to start doing meetings. If he's like, if not, if you keep drinking, it's gonna get worse. And next time you probably won't make it to the hospital." And sure enough, he gave me the website, and I looked it up, and I found this meeting, and I've been coming ever since.
That's it. That's what happened. Just in case anybody here wonders what kind of meeting this is. This is a hardcore meeting. I mean, I know I joke around a lot in the beginning, but basically, this meeting is for hardcore alcoholics. I do not think that there is a lightweight alcoholic in the room, to tell you the honest truth, because the lightweight alcoholics have a tendency to go, they when they excuse me, they go to the cat meetings where they could talk about their cat or their husband, their wife, or their job. All right, perfect. All right. So where's Harry Berto? Okay,
Yeah.
so slowly but surely, we're going to send Harry Berto over to the sober up room. Okay, so we're gonna do kind of a shuffle today. Everybody that talks here goes to the sober up room next. So let's talk with okay, let's talk with Preston. Preston, what the hell happened to you? How did you ever end? How did a nice guy like you end up in AA?
I'm Preston. I'm an alcoholic. Well, I'm here because I'm an alcoholic, and uh, I'm doing astronomically better now than I really ever have. And even just the last like week, a lot of good things have been happening. I think just the more I've kind of been focusing on the steps and like the prayers and trying to correct my thinking and stuff. But I don't know, I was just insane. Like kind of like the guy that just spoke. I hung out with the wrong people when I was really young, and just got started getting arrested and going to jail at a very early age, and didn't really have any plans for the future. I just thought I'd hang out with people on couches and drive drunk, and I just thought that was normal. And so that was kind of my normal, but I got in really bad health, mentally and physically, and hospitalized a lot when I was like 19 and 20. And they kind of just told me time after time, like, we can't really help you. You're just back and forth. So they sent me to a rehab, and that when I was 23. So when I first was introduced to actual like AA and the steps um, and all this world, and it hasn't been a steady sobriety date since then, 8 years ago, but I have definitely made progress, although it hasn't been steady. But
Yeah, you sound like you're focusing more on the positive stuff right now, and that's where you have to be. You'll just one day you'll just grow out of the horrible past, and you'll be
yeah,
like, life is in front of us. All right.
yeah,
Ron, move him into the sober up room. See if you can go in there and cause trouble. Uh, that's a joke. Oh, can you move him? Maybe you can't. I'll move him in there because he's a co-host and let me see, where is he? Oh, did you move him?
He must have accepted.
Okay,
It
all right, good,
worked.
there you, perfect, okay. So let's see here. All right, let's hear from Kelly. What the heck happened to you, Kelly, that got you here?
Well, it's really surprising to hear people's stories and how much they relate to you. Like Harry Barreto, I got to a point where I couldn't sleep beyond like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and had to have a few nips to kind of get back to a place that I would consider myself not shaky and sweaty and crummy. Um, and that would just kind of continue throughout the day. Um, and then I had this great epiphany that I was going to do a little science experiment and I'm going to see if I can take a flight across the country without drinking, which was, it turned into 8 hours after delays, which was a really bad mistake. Because I arrived at my destination in the condition you could only assume I was in. And then I went to rehab the day after my 54th birthday. Oh, Kelly, alcoholic. Sorry, I should always lead with that. I beg your pardon. And that's how I found this group. And I'll tell you this, with this group, I've only been coming here for maybe 40 days or something. Maybe more, maybe less, whatever. I've gotten so much more out of the 40 days than I did in the previous 70, whatever, in other AA meetings. This is my home group now, without question.
Hang on for a second. So, hey, Jason, what are you doing back here? I thought you were helping
Yeah,
Sarah.
if you could please send me back in. I'm not sure what happened to my Zoom. Thank you.
No, you can't go back. You have to stay here. Okay, Ron, send Kelly in. Sober up room.
Thank you for letting me share.
I know, we're glad to hear it. Jason, don't go away. Where'd he go? Oh, didn't he leave the meeting? Maybe he took himself, or did you send him back there, Ron?
Well, I was sending him back there because I thought he wanted to go back. I knew he had gotten kicked
I know,
out.
but I wanted him to stay here. Send Kelly in. Okay, where's everybody else? Okay, let's send Lori and Scar back in. We're gonna flood the room. You guys, your job is to help. So send Scar and Lori into the sober up room.
And
It's okay. Uh, let's see, let's talk to Joe. Hey, Joe, are you working? I'm sure you're working. Can you talk? How did you ever end up in AA, Joe? He may not be able to talk. He's probably, if he's on the job, he can't talk. Okay, we'll leave him alone. May, how about you? How did you end up in AA, May? Oh, God,
Let me share
Sarah
my
kicked
camera
herself out of the meeting.
Yeah, May alcoholic. So I've been drinking since I was about 14. And I noticed that every time I did drink, I would get blackout, and I was never controlling it well. And my family really tried to push me into AA, which did not work. I just ended up going out there and actually just getting worse, and ended up getting addicted to multiple substances. And I was in and out of psych wards, hospitals, rehabs for about 8 years before I got to a place where I was miserable enough. And what really scared me straight was,
Hang on for a second, okay?
sorry.
I know, no, you're okay. You're fine. I have to do one thing here.
Okay.
Jeff, I'm going to make you a co-host. I'm going to send you into the sober up room. It looks like it fell apart down there. So go on in and take over. I'm going to send you into the sober up room here, Jeff. Where is he? Because both of them bounced out. So go on in there and see if you can straighten it out. Sorry about this. Here he goes. Back to you, May. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I almost overdosed on something, and that was enough to scare me straight for pretty much for a while. And I made like 9 months and then slipped. So I found this meeting in the process of getting back on the horse, and it's definitely become my main meeting. And I've been able to progress through the steps a lot more efficiently, and actually just applying the knowledge and not just absorbing it. And that's what I was doing. I was two-stepping before for 9 months and was miserable. So yeah, I really reached out to God humbly and honestly this time, and I think that's what the difference was. I think I was always holding back something, whether it was a relationship or a drug or alcohol. Like there was something I was withholding from God. And once I surrendered that completely, my life completely transformed, and I've had more mental clarity, and it's been a miraculous experience. That's how I can describe it. So yeah.
You know, I like what you said about two-stepping, because one of the things that I actually did that, but I didn't know that I was doing it because I was trying to work the steps, but I would have sponsors, and then the sponsor would be like, well, we're going to do something a little different. My first sponsor was like, okay, well, I'm not really qualified to take you through the steps. I mean, I only have 4 years and I've sort of done it. Blah, 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 blah. So I did that all 12 steps with him. And it really, as I look back at that in my first month or two in AA, it really was actually, it was the right course to take. But he didn't know anything, and we didn't really read the book. And then I had another sponsor who was be like, well, I kind of like have therapy and stuff. So I tried to do the program with him. I got nowheres there, never learned a thing about these steps. Okay, nobody took me through the steps or the book. They sort of poo-pooed it. And then I had people like that until, if you can believe this, 11 years in, my life wasn't doing very well. And then I found somebody who actually took me through this 12-step process the way we're doing it here. And look at me now.
Yeah.
100%. Okay. All right, we're gonna send you into the sober up room. I'm sure it's a fucking mess down there now. Go ahead, send her
Okay.
over.
Pray for me.
Go in peace. Okay, preach the word. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's talk to Rebecca. Rebecca, what and ever happened to you? How did you end up in AA? Would you do it? Could you tell it to us in 30 seconds?
Yeah, sure. I originally started out anything I could get to get high, get out of my skin. Started out with cocaine, was never really into alcohol, just drank it to come down. Went to rehab, got out, never really worked the steps, never knew what it was.
Stop right there. And here you are here.
Here I am
Okay,
here.
so
Okay.
now run. Let's move everybody but Scar and Joe into the sober up room. Everybody goes to the sober up room and stay there. Do not come out. Everybody goes into the sober up room. See how this thing works out. They're all in there, right? Okay, send Missy in. So Scar, you didn't like it down there or what?
No, she said that to come back here, so that's why
Why?
I came back.
Oh
She's,
no.
yeah,
No.
yeah, she
Okay.
said that we only had a couple more minutes and then everybody head back to the main room, and that's why I was back.
How is it going down there? Any good?
Yeah, it was
Good.
going well.
All right, that's good. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm sure here they come. Oh God, it's a nightmare. The nightmare continues. We have to sing a song. See if I can find a song here. The can I find, oh, Who let the dogs out? That's what we'll play today. Who let the dogs out? This will be good. You have to tell me, Scar, if you can understand this. Who let the dogs out? Here it is. I think this one works. Okay, just a second. Oops, skip this. Here it is here. Can you guys hear this?
We
You can't hear the
cannot.
dogs?
Absolutely not.
You cannot hear that.
We cannot hear
That-
that.
That's too bad, sorry. Well, I'm sorry about that. I was playing Who Let the Dogs Out. You couldn't hear it, huh? That's too bad. Okay, so that was fun, huh? Everybody have a good time today? I see you and Jason got bumped out of the meeting. It, how did that happen?
My cat knocked my cord out of the wall, and it's not even Cat Friday.
That's Friday. That's bullshit.
I know, he got the day
Where,
wrong.
where is he? Okay. And Jason got bumped out. Then we sent Jeff back in to rescue everybody. Jeff, were you able to rescue people?
Well, I was able to work alongside Sarah. Yeah, it's Sarah. It's great. I mean, just seeing the people that are new to start with 1 days, and now they
Who
have
let the
60
dogs
or
out?
100, whatever, and they're doing great leading these meetings, and it's just good. We ping pong off each other, and it works.
Here it
I
is. Can
love
you
it.
guys hear this?
We
Now
cannot.
listen. Can I hear it?
It's too
Just one
far away
second.
from the mic.
Can't hear it.
Sorry.
Looks like it.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
One of my favorite songs for Thursdays. So, Wendy in Oklahoma, how did you like today's meeting? Was it good? Good. Okay. Well, I'm glad you did. And can't hear you because you're breaking up. And Katie in Shreveport, 44 days. How did you like today's meeting?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I think working through the steps and having like some sponsorship is what I need.
This is the place for you. Just come every day. Don't not come. All right. Well, this has been exciting for me. I hope it's been good for you. And so, hey, Missy, do you want to read the promises? Do you have them on page 84 in the big book? You don't have them? Why not? We needed an Australian girl to read them. Who else is here? Is the other lady from Australia here? I like it when people from a foreign country read the promises. What? Just to torture everybody. Okay. Oh gosh, who can? Hey, May, you could read them. Do you have the promises, page 84? You're a good reader, right? Yeah, we decided to send everybody down to the sober up room after they spoke here. That's why we flooded the room, just
That's
like
right.
Okay, it's 84.
Yeah.
we
Bottom
sent
of
Jeff
page
in as a cleanup.
83.
83. Okay, got it.
If you're
Um,
painstaking about this phase of our development, at the very
got
bottom.
it. All right, if we're painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations that used to baffle us. we will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them.
Terrific. You want to lead us in the serenity prayer too?
Sure. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Amen. Well, this meeting's officially over. And if anybody has any questions about AA or this meeting, remember, you can all get your meeting confirmations by sending an email, Preston, to stepworkshop1@gmail.com. Go ahead, Katie, you had a question?
I don't have a question.
You didn't? Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Am I visible? I'm so sorry.
Are you what? Are you a brontosaurus? What?
No, I suppose I didn't realize I was visible or unmuted. I'm so sorry.
No, thank God you're not visible. That's a joke.
Okay. I was packing up. Okay.
I know. Yeah. No, it's fine. Anybody else have a question or a comment about today? Question about AA or this class? And there's the email right there, stepworkshop1@gmail. So we're good, right, everybody? Oh, hey, so Katie, you're welcome to come. And Rosa, you too, you're welcome to come. Kate, do you want to come for 5 days in a row, guys, and then we'll put you to work if you can do it. Just show up here for 5 days in a row, and then
Okay.
and then if
I'm all in.
I'm in.
Wonderful.
we'll see,
You'd ask yourself the question. That's important. Am I willing to come here for 5 days?
we'll
Yep.
see. We'll find out because most people never come back. Hey,
I'll
Ron,
be here.
put up. Will you? You want to bet your car on it?
Sure.
Easiest
Unless
bet
if
you'll ever
something
take,
crazy
Katie.
happens that I can't predict, I'm planning to be here.
So
But
hey,
not football related.
would you put up the Ron, put up the meeting link to the meeting so everybody can find it. Well, that'll be good if you make, most people do not come back. Okay, so
Hi everyone.
yes, what?
Morning. There's some new. Oh, what?
What? Yeah.
I used a template last night. I went out last night. So I worked out first time in 30 years. I went out last night to a date without alcohol. I met someone. Like I've been working with people and made friends with them.
Wonderful.
And then now we've gone out,
You
for
can
a
invite us all to
nice cup of tea.
invite us all to the wedding, and then we can come from the United States. Go ahead, Scar. You're up. Be careful out there. You were going to say something, Scar. What?
Yes, for alcoholic. I made it 5 days. This is my 5th day.
Oh, you have. I know. Yeah, you're doing it.
Yes,
You're one of the few and the proud.
that's right.
Most people just fall off the edge. They fall off the edge of the platform. You know, it's like in outer space, like in the platform in outer space. That movie with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, where they're out in space, and they fall off the platform. All right. And Rosa, how about you? Are you doing okay? It's good to see you here.
Yes, sir. I'm all set. I'm eager to come back tomorrow
Yeah.
and the next 3 days after that and start diving in and opening up and
Yeah, and working the steps. We'll give you reading and writing
That's it.
assignments.
Yes.
We'll give you reading and writing assignments. And but there's no diving here.
Right.
The pool is shallow.
gotcha. Feet
We
first.
we walk around. And what the heck was I going to say to you? Yeah. Then you only have 6 days, so how's your detox going?
Okay, which is surprising. I thought it was thoughtful of you guys to mention to check your blood pressure and to check in with your primary care.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had any symptoms, but I don't know.
They may come. Yeah, just always check that. Good. Have you
Yep.
been to AA before?
No, never.
Oh, this is your first time here.
Yep.
So would you put up, Ron, please, the newcomers packet for her?
I,
The
w-
newcomer.
I clicked on it and it was a Google link, but it seemed to only have one document. Is that correct? Or are there
No.
hyperlinks on the document?
Yes.
Okay, then I've got it.
Okay, good. Okay, there it is again.
Gotcha.
And so Katie, you have 44 days. So this would be good if you don't have a sponsor or you haven't started working the steps. This would be good for you. If you can
Yeah,
make it better.
I've
If you can
been
make
I've been using the Joe and Charlie workbook I got
Oh,
on Amazon.
no more. We burn that.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a little scared, but I almost left the meeting when you said that because I like Joe and Charlie. They've been keeping
I
me
know.
sober for 44 days.
I know. Well, that's good. I'm glad they did. We have the Jann tapes. There's over 100 of them, and Ron's going to put a link up to them. This is our YouTube. We do all the classes there.
Okay.
And every step. So Joe and Charlie were great for their time, but this is a little different. In 44 days, okay, 30 days here in this meeting, we'll take you through all 12 steps. You'll be done. We don't fool around. This is like a high-speed training. And I'm not trying to make fun of Joe and Charlie or Clancy, but this is a completely different. This is a class, see, Katie. This is a workshop. Hey, do you see the YouTube stuff there?
I do.
Jeff
I'm looking.
Alcoholic?
No, hang on, Jeff.
Sure.
Just relax. So yeah, do you see the YouTube?
Newcomers Slippers AA. I do. I do.
No, but do you see the
I see it.
YouTube channel?
I do.
Okay, so there you can go and listen to any one of our classes there. All right. So the difference here is this is a workshop, this is a class. This is like AA University, and we start with reading assignments and writing assignments, and then we take you through the entire program. So it's much, much different than what those guys are doing. They would have like long talks with groups of people about stuff. We don't really do that. We move, I mean, very quickly. As an example, Scar and Lori are now in the first half of step one, but they'll be, let's see, they both have 6 days each. Within 30 days, they'll be through all 12 steps. They'll be done like in a couple weeks. And that's kind of how we do it. So we move right along, and we do it the way they did it in the 1930s. So we don't spend a lot of time going on forever like I am now.
Okay, there it is. Hold on.
Yes, so
I'm just gonna go because I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to get back to this. So I'm just gonna hit subscribe to that
well
really
there
quickly.
well there's the he put up a link to the meeting.
Yeah, I got, but again, I don't normally use Zoom on my phone, and so I'm all paranoid about being able to get back. So I've just gone into YouTube and subscribed to it so I can find it again when I'm not on my phone and on my iPad.
Well,
again.
YouTube is different. You subscribe to YouTube, you're not gonna get to this meeting. Here, I'll put it right here.
He told me they told me how to get in from the AA intergroup. So I know that, but I wanted to be able to see.
Hey, listen to me for a minute.
Okay.
Do you see on the right-hand side, do you see the link I put up?
I don't have a right.
There's the link to the meeting. The link to YouTube is the link to YouTube. There's the link to the meeting right there.
Okay, I see it. Thank you.
Okay, copy that. Just save that on your phone, and that'll get you here every single day. All right. Oh, hey, Donald in Shreveport. So you were down there in the sober up room. How did you like that?
I did. I'm really excited about. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm really excited about it being 5 days in a row and having I was really wanting to get involved, and now that I'm not working, couldn't figure out what to do with myself. This seems perfect. I'll definitely be back.
It's like going to school every single day at 4 o'clock or
That's
6
fine.
o'clock your time. It really is. And if you come, we'll give you reading assignments, writing assignments. We'll take you through all 12 steps. We'll take you through the whole program in short order, pretty much in about less than 30 days. You'll we'll give you, we use 6 different books. We'll give you reading assignments, writing assignments, and take you through the entire program. So it's like going to school. It's very busy, but it's fun. And it does keep you out of trouble. So this isn't one of those meetings where everybody's like bouncing off the walls. Although how did you like the sober up room?
It was fine. That's the first time that I ever saw the closed meeting kind of thing. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you mean the breakout room? Yeah.
From the difference between the open and the closed. So I'm just I don't like or dislike. I'm just excited about the program.
So much a closed meeting. Anybody can come. So you don't have to be alcoholic to come here. You might think you are, or whatever. We have students that come sometimes, or people who come to check it out. But it's a class and it's a workshop, and that's what makes it different. Um, so it's rather than this isn't an open, like you see Jeff keeps trying to talk and I keep telling him to button it up because I'm talking. And so, but we want you to come. We do, and we can help you here. So listen, this is the perfect meeting for you because we'll put you to work every single day, especially if you don't have anything to do. Where are you? You look like you're in one big white room.
It's my living room.
Oh, okay. Did you just move into a house or an apartment or something or what?
About 5 or 6 months ago.
And you haven't put any art up on the wall?
Oh, no, I don't have any actually.
All right. Do you have a house or an apartment? What is it?
It's an apartment. Here, I'll show you.
Well, we don't have to see the whole.
It's fine, just a couch.
There's the couch.
There is stuff here.
Yeah, card table. All right, hey, let's talk to Rosa. All right, Rosa. So, what's your next question?
Hi, Jan. So I have the big book. The other books that you reference, would you recommend going and getting those?
Yes,
Do you offer them as a package?
but let's see. Want to make sure you keep coming here. So let's
Okay.
hold off on that till we know that you're here for a week or so. Okay.
Okay.
Because a lot of times people come and they bounce right out.
Gotcha.
And we haven't even started you on the steps, so we want to make sure you're here. So a lot of times what happens is someone will go and get all the books. They'll spend $50 or whatever it is, and then a month later you find their books with their name in them at the used bookstore.
Gotcha.
Happens every single day of the week. See, like I have books with people's names.
Go
Okay.
check out used bookstores. Got it.
All right. Anyways,
All right, I'm
so
gonna say
Missy,
goodbye to everybody.
bye,
It
honey.
was
Take
nice
care
to
of
meet
yourself.
everyone. Yeah, I gotta
Scar,
start
take
driving
care.
again.
Rosa, take care. Jeff, take care. Donald, see you later. And Missy, hasta Winnebago. Goodbye.
I'm missing.
So long.
Hi, Ron.
All
Don't
right,
get
Missy,
your heart broke.
stay out of trouble.
Yeah, look what I did. I bought coconut
You didn't find a
macaroons.
Did you find a boyfriend?
No,
No boyfriends in the
how
first
did I
year.
said that? Pardon?
No boyfriends in the first year.
No, no boyfriends ever. I don't care about boys. This was
Oh.
no. I
Oh,
don't
this
care
is
about
something
boys.
else. This is okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
But it was going to be, there was lots of people and alcohol. Look what I did. I bought macaroons and I didn't even care about the alcohol. Not at all. Like, didn't care.
All right. Well, that's the way to do it.
Bye,
No
Missy.
drinking.
See you, Jeff.
See you guys.
Jane.
Love you guys. Later.
Jeff,
Bye,
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Hasta
Bye,
la Winnebago.
Jen.
Bye. Peace out.